Hello, my name is Michael Dwyer, and I'm with Rochester Writers. Once again, Rochester Writers and the Rochester Hills Public Library have teamed up to host their annual Rochester Author Fair, now in its 5th year. We're hosting 20 authors in person at the library in downtown Rochester on Saturday, November 25th, from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. These short videos offer you a chance to meet each of the 20 authors. And right now, we're meeting Katy Klimczuk. Hey, Katy, how are you?
Hi, Michael. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Did I get that right?
Yes, you did. Great job.
Wonderful. So tell us about yourself. I know you've got one book out, but what led you to becoming an author?
So I have always been interested in children's literature, and I started as a teacher and a reading specialist. And then having my own children, we've just been reading every day for many years. And I decided that I wanted to give back that way and to write children's books as well. So this is my first book here, M is for Mackinac, a nature alphabet.
So M is for Mackinac, and do you teach people then how to say the rest of the word too?
There are some references in here to the entire name, Michilimackinac. But yeah, I try to include a lot of historical things in the book, and of course, the nature, which is what it's focused on. And I'm just starting to work with kids at school visits as well.
Now, is it all about Mackinac, or is it just that's the M that you picked out, the letter you picked out to call it?
No, the entire book is about the island. And so I had a pretty small scope to work within, but everything that we feature in terms of the letters are natural to the island. Many of them have been there for many, many centuries. And if there are any buildings or landmarks in the book, they're kind of just to anchor people in the sense of where it is on the island. But the nature is really the star.
Now, of course, Mackinac Island, anyone from Michigan or the Midwest knows about Mackinac Island. In fact, the world knows about it. It's always one of the top 10 island destinations, probably the only one that's not, surrounded by salt water.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an amazing place. And of course, sometimes we think about just the fudge and the horses, but it is quite a magical destination. And I'm sure that's one of the reasons you chose it as your first book.
Yeah, it is. It's always been a special place to us. I'm a native Michigander, and we've been up there many, many times as a child and growing up. And then my husband and I got married there, and now we take our children there. So we're kind of passing on our love of the island. But as our children, who are now 7 and 9, it was kind of during the pandemic that we started to spend more and more time outside, of course. And nature just became a really big part of our lives. And it just, of course, helped all of us to feel better as well. And so the more that we go there now, the more that we do outside and just admiring the beautiful landforms, the water, of course, the flowers, plants. So I wanted to connect all of those things and hope that other families would take the book and it would inspire them to go beyond the main street of Mackinac and see all that it has to offer.
So you're anticipating that families will take this book with them on their journey to Mackinac Island and maybe find all the letters of the alphabet and what they mean in your book?
In some ways they could do that. In some ways they couldn't, because there are some seasonal things, of course, in there that like, for instance, tea is one of our spreads for Trillium. So that's a very specific time early on in the spring that they have to bloom. So what I'm just hoping is that some people are buying it after their visit as like a souvenir to remember it by, and some people are buying it before then. And I'm having a lot of people also interested in it for baby showers and as like a fun alphabet book to grow with the child and hopefully foster a love of the outdoors.
Well, it's a wonderful idea, and I know there's lots of people that enjoy the island, including newlyweds that get married there. That was the last time I was there, was for a wedding. So I could see maybe everyone in the wedding getting one of your books to remember their visit for.
I like that.
Yeah, good idea, I think. Anyway, we're gonna be able to meet you and your book at the author fair on November 25th. We look forward to seeing you in person and being able to pick up a copy of your book.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to being there in November.
Great. We'll see you there.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Michael.